ARRIX, a company you probably have never heard of until somebody mentioned, have you heard of ARRIX? Um, I have partnered up with them after 20 years in the medical field. I saw that I could change my own health and at the same time change my financial future. And so that is what I have been doing and having success with it. As well as my friend Shauna Needon. She is going to be a co-host here this evening with me. I'll bring her on in just a few minutes, but in the meantime, I just want to welcome you and thank you for joining on here with us. It is a Wednesday night. This is called the Coach's Call, and I certainly will be coaching a little bit, but I just really want you to know what is out there and what is going on. And you really, truly are hearing about something before most people in North America, not the US, North America have heard about. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and let Miss Shauna share her story. And the reason I brought her on here is Shauna has been a business owner, small brick and mortar business owner, doing business what we used to think was normal way. And now, especially with what's happened with COVID, business is not normal as usual, is it? If you've ever read the book, Who Moved My Cheese, all of us had our cheese moved. Seriously. And so some people have gone into a state of panic. Some people know that when those kind of shifts happen, that's where the next set of millionaires are made. They seize the opportunity of a lifetime. And so right now we are in this unsteady time, but at the same time, it's a transition period. It's where business is no longer done as usual. It's like the beginning of the internet. Then we had the beginning of e-commerce. And now we have the change of the guard of business, e-commerce, consumer purchasing and spending. We're bringing it and tying it all in together, and there's one company leading the way, and that is ARRIX. And so I'm really excited to share with you what is happening, but I want you to hear from another business owner how this has impacted them, what they're excited about. This is no fad business. I want you to know this. We that are on here, if you've been invited on here, this is truly an opportunity to become partners with us in a business as it launches across North America. So right place, right time, right before we found out we're going public. So that's another variable that's been thrown into the pot that's super exciting. And maybe this is for you and maybe it's not. But either way, we're excited to share it with you. Because doing your due diligence is always the first step in any business. And I'm excited to possibly have the chance to link up with you, link arms with you, and really take this to the masses. So Shauna Needon from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, would you just share what, I asked if you'd share what's on your heart, what you're excited about, and what really is impacting you as a business owner. So take it away.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Crystal, for having me on tonight. I am very passionate about what's going on with ARRIX in our future. So if I seem excited, good. I hope you feel that, and that's genuine. So I was actually doing a little reflection, part of Zooms, because you and I have done a lot of Zooms together. And right now we're talking about and getting excited about, the right place and the right time. And that rarely happens once in a lifetime, right? And I actually thought, and I've got a guest on here that knows this, in my early 20s out of college, I will say was probably pretty lucky at that time before I became a business owner to be at the right place at the right time. I was part of a company called Gateway. Many of you guys may or may not have heard of them, Cow Country, and we were in this momentum. I'm 20 years old and I found success early. Okay, so I got a taste of it and I wanted it. But then what happened was life happened. I became a single mother with 2 children that have some special medical needs, and my, success and everything I thought I had planned out in 20 kind of came to a halt. Well, as a natural business person and entrepreneurial spirit in myself, I thought, well, I went to college. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to college and get those 2 degrees and those 2 minors. I probably should have put them to some use. So, I convinced my family to put up assets. I convinced my family to, put everything on the line for a traditional brick and mortar business 22 years ago. I again will tell you, I was blessed to have success. And again, let's fast forward, and what happens? COVID, right? So I've not only, had a taste of success, but, I've had life happen not once, but twice. And what I love about what's happening with us and what's going on is, yes, we have amazing products. And you talk about due diligence. Anyone that knows me knows I'm pretty skeptical. So I wasn't a person when this came into my life. And Dr. Crystal, because you changed my life. You changed my life. I wasn't looking for, juice schlepping and doing this. I had plenty of friends that had success in network marketing. So if I wanted to, I could have picked up the phone and dialed any single one of them and been like, hey, let's go sell something. But nothing was a fit. But when I saw what we had here, and I recognized not only was the product truly a game changer, but what was laid out for an opportunity that I had been so blinded by, because I thought business was transactional of, hey, I got to go to these 4 walls every day. Okay. I got to bring my kids there, and I have given up my life for 22 years, never going on a vacation with my children. And I realized I bought myself a job. Okay. Because employees don't want to show up. Guess who gets to show up? Me. Guess who has to bring their kids to work sick? Me. I don't get to call in sick. If my doors aren't open, I'm not, taking care of my customers, which is where my heart is, a lot like yours. I love my customers, but that doesn't pay the bills to just love your customers and not make a sale. And so when I got a taste of ARRIX, which was Limu then, but now we've merged with ARRIX with network marketing, I realized that, network marketing is not a collection of contacts, right? It is really about planting relationships and growing. And what a perfect time to be locking arms with amazing people in a positive community. I think we all know there's a lot of negative out there, and I love it. We actually now have the opportunity, where I was a brick and mortar, that I'm in my 4 walls, to come in. They say there's home-based business, but we're able to do business at home. I can bring my business at home. I can have an expanded reach outside of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The other day, I was helping, share my story and launching a team in South Africa. You guys, how exciting is that? And I'm at home doing that, so I feel very blessed that I've not only locked arms with an amazing community, and obviously outstanding products that have changed my son and my life literally forever, but the fact that I'm at the right place at the right time with the right people a second time, I'm not about to miss that. And I'll tell you what, I am that person. Sarah, who's on here, will tell you. I joke all the time. Ugh, why did I do that? Like, I just missed that. But you know what, you guys? Whoever invited you on, they must have thought a lot about you, because to know where we're going and to feel our passion and to see how big we're smiling, and knowing that we're going to be able to lock arms and take you with us is just going to be amazing. And, I love it. I absolutely love that we've got a vision, we're focused, and it gave me a different purpose. I'm not just selling a dress. I'm changing lives. And I could not be more proud and fulfilled that you came into my life 3 years ago, and I'm able to pay it forward and change lives like you did mine. So with that, I just have to tell you, thank you for finally bringing me the thing that got me in the right place at the right time, and I am not going to miss this boat. So come along with us, you guys.
Oh, it's true. It is one of those sense of urgency. If there's anything that you leave here this evening from this Zoom, is that now's the time. You need to find a way to seize opportunity during this shift, whether it's with ARRIX, whether you have to change. And sometimes we don't like that. I had to change. I had to shift from a doctor into another lane. But the success, what was great is that I could continue to do my doctor until this lane built up. And then I was able to transfer. I just turned on my turn signal and went over into the next lane. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of a slideshow just because, I don't know, I'm a little visual, and it just kind of brings it all together. And I hope you can, one, feel the excitement, and Shauna mentioned our passion for this. We're just like you. And when you're excited about something, the first thing you want to do is share it with somebody who's like-minded. So I'm excited for you to see this. So hold on one second here while I get this this presentation up. And of course, the bar always goes right over the button that I need. All right, so this is our company, ARRIX. We truly, their company wants you to look better, to feel better, to live better. And what that does not say is sell better. Although you're more than welcome if you love to sell, that's great. But what I am excited about is that every single person is coming on here for their own transformation. I think now more than any other time, people are looking for a way. They want to feel better. They want to have more energy. And of course, maybe lose some weight, especially with the COVID-19. The average is that 19 pounds has been put on during these months. I'm starting to think now that it's extended, they need to redo that study, because I think it's probably more at this point. But what's been really cool is because 5 years ago, I personally, and I'll show you some pictures here as I share my story, but I dropped the rock into the proverbial pond, okay? And it was because I honestly, as being pretty selfish, I wanted a health change. I wanted to have better health. Well, I think there's a lot of us that right now want to have better health. And I also was always looking for another stream of income because I'm a business person, and well, that's what business people do. We're always looking for it. The skepticism was in the fact was the company going to be and do what they say? And I'm here to tell you, yes, and then some. Yes, and then some. They have definitely served what they said they would. So typically, like I said, we're just real people who have been out here making it happen. There's a face that you'll see with the ARRIX company. His name is Brent Palmer. Like I said tonight, is Coach's Corner. This is usually something that he's a part of. But you know what? Each and every single one of us have something we can teach somebody else. I truly believe that your story, my story, even as a doctor spending $300,000 plus to go to school and open up her own business and be in practice successfully for over 20 years, I still was looking for another way. Guess what? Brent Palmer, as a coach of a K through 12 high school, looking at being the superintendent, head football coach, was looking for some other ways too. Because what we do, we tend to live to the means that we have coming in. That's normal, which we always kind of beat ourselves up with, like, I'm behind, man, I'm embarrassed, man, I don't even want people to think that I'm doing this because I might need it for the money. Yet that's pretty much what most people are doing, is we're business minded. We want to create, like, why would you do business activity and it not create income? That doesn't make sense. So you do have the ability to create income here. Coach Palmer, retired, does this full time. Here you go, Andrea Rosser, amazing woman out of Temecula, California. Here's her with their littles. And her story was something like this. I'm tired of corporate America because I don't get to raise my children. I didn't have them for the babysitter to. So the day that she's holding there that envelope and was able to pay a credit card off in full, not working for corporate America was a serious win. Why? She bought back her time. And that's really what I was looking for. Anthony is on here this evening. Thank you for co-hosting and doing the technical side of this, Anthony. A track star, an athlete, Dallas, Texas, working for Apple, the dream job, IT. And he was doing this on the side. Like I said, you know, you could do it alongside what you're doing right now. And he saw the nutrition here as an athlete and was like, this is giving me the upper edge. And it did. He PR'd in multiple events with it. And people started asking him, what is it that you're consuming? Oh, this, and I get paid while I do. Say what? Explain that to me. So he did. And he started to create enough income that the day came when he could take care of his family. And most people would have to go to their job, which he did, and said, hey, I need some time off to go take care of family. And they said, sorry, we can't give it to you. And he said, well, guess what? I can't give you my time anymore either. Because he had options. And that's what cash flow gives you, is options. And he was able to walk away from that and go do what was on his heart, which was to be there for his family. And I highly respect you, Aunt, for that. It is a true measure, because all of us would like to say if we were in the same position, we would do it. The problem is most of us, I was not in that position where I could walk away from my business and do that. Things are different now. And there's me. And yes, all of those pictures are me, all 4 of them. And so what I want you to see, remember I said I was dropping my rock into the pond of health. And you know how when you drop a rock, or I guess I've dropped it, you're supposed to skip it. But either way, you get the little rings in the water and how those rings start to connect. Well, what happened is I came here because I didn't really want to admit that financially I wanted that extra finances. I thought, oh, these are another one of these business fads. But when I looked at this, it looked like so much more. It made so much more sense because it was about personal spending versus going out. And I know lots of my friends who shop, who buy the best quality products they can. They're just spending it at places like Amazon and specialty stores. Well, that's not necessary. You could spend it here and it could create you extra income. And so when I did, what happened is my health started to get better, and you can see I lost some weight. And then my finances started to grow because people are like, what are you doing? Well, I'm feeling better. People, even before I shed a lot of weight, were like, what are you doing? You seem different. And I was. I truly believe, especially as a doctor, I'm coming at you. If you want your life to change, there's not many areas that you have a direct decision making in, the only decision making in, and that is your health. So that's where I started. My health started to change because I was putting good quality. And I want you to know that there's a gold standard here. And ARRIX, what they do is they just continue to bring in different brands, different companies. And those companies are held to a gold standard. If they don't bring in the best product, they don't get to bring their product to us. So yes, you can read the back of the label, but know that you don't have to know everything about it to feel like you are informed about what you're putting in your body. It is healthy. I started to see the changes. My finances started to grow. I started feeling better. My relationships started changing. What I saw was the ripple effect into every single part of my life. And that's what I was really looking for, was a transformation, a change. Because quite honestly, take your rose-colored glasses off right now. We're all wearing them. Because if we took it off and we looked at what was going on, we would be scared to death and we wouldn't move. Yet our industry is exploding. We had 1,000 people have an increase in revenue in their business last month alone, right here in North America. A company that basically opened up for big business June 3rd. Wow. That's a business on the grow. And along the way, you have your own transformation. You have your own health change. And I promise you, you'll have the same ripple effect. We've had all kinds of people. I'm showing you these pictures because the proof really is in the pudding. People are like, I need to see it to believe it. Look, these people are having transformations in 11 months. We want our health because without it, it's expensive. I call it sick care now because healthcare isn't really truly what we're using. Sick care is expensive. If somebody in your family is going through cancer, as one of my best friends went through, it's expensive. What a burden on a heart who's just trying to get healthy. It's changing people's lives because this is no fad diet. This is no fad nutrition. It's just basic good nutrition. And if you'll start putting it into your body, you can't put diesel in a gas engine and expect it to run, yet that's what we've been doing as Americans. Everything's been fast food. Everything's been quick, give it to me. And all of a sudden, life got slowed down. Get back to the basics. What have you done to get back to the basics? Back to the basics in your health, back to the basics in your finances. And then you start in your own pocketbook, in your own spending. That sounds pretty foundational to me. Because we spend our money on all kinds of things that take away from these things. If you have a mortgage, you don't own your house. That bank does. And that's scary when that payment's due. College. Are you having to break into your college tuition, your kids' tuition money that you've put away for savings for the future? Is that savings all of a sudden changed? I hope you have some. If not, I promise here you can get some. All of us would love some vacation, but I don't think any of us are going anywhere that looks like that anytime soon. But we can sure dream about it. Stocks, that excites me. There has been an insane increase. In fact, it's affecting the stock market, how many people are at home day trading right now. But they don't know what the heck they're doing. It makes a very volatile stock market when you have a bunch of basically high school educated stock market people pushing their money around. It's scary what it's doing. ARRIIX.com is something that can help you. It can bring some stability back to your life. We have a 360-degree look at health. We have all kinds of different companies and I talked to you about the timing. Let me go back here. We have all kinds of different companies. Right now we have 8. They are saying 18 in the next year to 18 months that will be coming on board. Big companies, doubling, tripling, quadrupling our income over the next 24 months. That's something you want a part of. That really is perfect timing. You're here right at the sweet spot. This is the last 7 years of growth with this company. You don't have to understand market shares and sales to understand an upward projection. 230 million, and we've already hit that. Expect to double that before the end of the year. Again, this way. You want in this way, not this way, and not this way. I don't think we have to worry about that anytime soon. But if you're sitting at home, why not make it work for you? Why not, just like I'm doing right here, make my time multiply? For every set of ears who hears what I'm doing, it's another person out there sharing. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what all of us are trying to do. See, I want to create a distribution channel of people, of consumers. You don't need to sell anything. I want you to redirect your spending to the ARRIX company and all of the brands that they have. And the reason is because we have things like energy drinks, $55 billion industry. Are you getting a part of it? Functional fitness for your brain. See, they're not any energy drink. They're a healthy version. They have things that actually make your brain work instead of just stimulate it with caffeine and sugar. Lose weight? I've lost almost 150 pounds here. 204 billion with a B dollar industry. Are you getting a piece of it, or are you just spending it? We could change that next month. In fact, we've got an event going on right after this at 9 o'clock where we're explaining a 90-day challenge called Evolve 90, and you're more than welcome to join us at that. We have another one tomorrow night, and we'll just be repping it out because we're going to begin it on July 20th. We utilize these products, but we stand in there and support each other because we all have one goal in mind, and that's to be better. Skincare, $135 billion industry, and we've got a lot of change coming very, very soon into this. I'm really excited about where our future is here. Personal care, your air, your water, essential oils. We all know companies that have them, but you're spending the money on them, but are you creating any money with them? Are you getting any perks, any loyalty rewards with them? Some people can say yes because they're purchasing it at clubs like Costco, and they're using different credit cards that give purchases back. So you get it. You already get it. You're already doing it. But wouldn't you like to get a piece of every person standing inside of Costco with you? That's a distribution channel. That's where the money's made. Here's some of those companies, some of those products: nutrition, weight loss, anti-inflammatories, detoxing toxins, essential oils, calming, energy, immunity boosting, anti-aging, gut lining helping. Like the doctor in me wants to tell you, do you know your immune system starts in your gut? And what are you doing to help it? Because I'm telling you, the way we eat as Americans is not. Come over here. We'll help you get started with a good foundation, and then you can go from there. Global markets. I told you we just came over into North America. So where have they been? Every one of those green dots is an actual facility. Who do you know? And where do they live? Because you have the ability to do business with them. Redirect your spending. That's what it's all about. One of a kind, high impact, backed by science products with the ARRIX seal of approval. And we're going to match every dollar you spend with reward dollars, perks for being loyal to your company. It makes sense. If you owned a Ford dealership, you'd probably not drive a Corvette, or maybe you would. I don't know. What would you do? You would purchase from your own company. ARRIX Travel is another perk that I absolutely love. I'm saving $120 a night over what Travelocity had this weekend staying in a hotel. Why? Because I brought my protein powder from ARRIX. You're already buying protein powder. Did it save you any on your travel expenses? ARRIX Diamonds, they actually even they're trying to find every way as business owners we can have success. Have you ever thought about what it would be to have investment diamonds? Meaning you could purchase a diamond and invest it to be then resold for retail and create profit. That's coming. Like, these guys think out of the box. This is not makeup. This is not nail care. This is not fad business. This is business disruptively designed. It's exciting. How do you get started? It's very, very simple. You're going to choose a pack. Well, the person that invited you on here, they've got all of the packs. There's many of them because we want to tailor make it, one, to your needs, two, to your budget. But most importantly, we want you to be able to capitalize on the money and earning potential. And so what does that look like for you? Well, we don't know. So let's sit down after this and figure that out. How can you make the most money here for the purchases that you're already spending? And here's the thing, it's you. And I guarantee you, just like you've got a couple friends that if you guys teamed up, you'd be pretty amazing. That's what I did. Me and my 3 best girlfriends, my sister, all joined up and we started a business. Thousands of people years later that are a part of that. I didn't talk to every single one of them. A distribution channel. I'm getting income put into my checking account every month based upon all those little thousands of people's purchases. A little bit of a lot is better than nothing of nothing. And that's what I was getting before, nothing. Now I get a little bit of a lot. I love it. Here's some of the packs. This slide, I apologize, isn't the best schematic. I need to get something a little more updated, but we've got what you need. And when I say tailor make it, as a team, what is it that you're looking for here? Are you looking for business? Are you looking to lose weight? Are you looking for better health? Do you have, what is it that you want to transform? If you're here for financials, there's a different pack you want to get. Go big. Make this work for you. Dream like you've never dreamed before, because now is really, truly the time to do that. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. Remember when when you said apple, well, when we said apple, you actually thought of an apple that you chose. You chew, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. And then apple became this big see-through bubble that sat on your desk, or not your desk, because most of us didn't own them, but the really wealthy people had them, or the sciencey guys had them, and you could see through them. And then we had these iPods. I was like, what were those little things? Nanos? We don't even remember. And it wasn't that long ago. That's how fast things are changing. You should have got involved with Apple and gotten shares of stock when they were first starting with the iPhone 1. I missed it. I'm sorry. I said it, the iPhone 5. And I still didn't get involved. iPhone 6, iPhone 7, then they start calling them extra letters so that you are confused and you just want the newest phone. And I'm like, X, R, S, I don't even know what battery case to buy for my phone. It was never too late to get started, but I missed the big wave. Where you're sitting right now tonight, we're just getting ready to go public. The wave is forming. There's some people that are paddling as hard as they can to get to the top of that wave, and they're going to ride it in like champs. And they're going to be doing more than just waving their hands up and screaming and shouting as they come across up onto that shoreline, because we will be in Fiji and Bora Bora. We will be living a different life, just like the people. It's not dreaming. That's what happens to people who put themselves in the right place at the right time. But it's a decision. It doesn't just happen. You don't just stumble into it. And when you get there, it doesn't just happen. You go to work and you make it happen. Are you building a distribution center, and are you willing to? If you're willing to, you will not believe what your life will look like in a handful of years. And you'll think back to this night and you'll be like, hey, where's that recording? Because I want to hear it again. And I'll be like, there you are, right there. There you are. The night that you decided to change your whole family's future and to shift. And when somebody moved your cheese, you didn't freak out. You said, there's cheese in here. I just got to find it. So I hope you have an amazing night. I hope you don't sleep tonight. I hope I dug deep into that well of dreaming in your belly, because you and I both know we were destined to be more. We aren't supposed to live life to survive. We are supposed to thrive and enjoy it. And if you're not, what are you doing wrong? And let's change it. But I cannot do it for you. Anthony cannot do it for you. Brent Palmer cannot do it for you. It's your time. Shine. Let your light shine. Thanks for joining us here tonight, Wednesday night, ARRIX. Get your pack. That's it. Get a pack. Buy some shares. That was it. Your life could have been different. Stop questioning and just do it. Have a great one. Mwah. Blessings to all. Can't wait to see you at the top of the wave.